15 degrees for the high tomorrow. That's okay. We can get outside and get some things done.
Yeah, today we got to 13. So to put that in perspective, so a tad bit warmer tomorrow because we should get a tad bit more sunshine for tomorrow. But I wouldn't expect a completely sunny day tomorrow. That's not at all in the forecast. Here's your Capital Chev sky cam. This is looking one way. You can see some clouds, dark in some spots, breaks in some spots. This is looking the other way. 11 degrees, and you can see visibility is reduced out there because of these pockets of rain blowing through at this point. 11 degrees right now. Winds just calm at this point at 6 kilometers per hour. So we're doing okay on the winds. Temperatures, yes, we've kind of been on this little bit of a roller coaster ride. As these pockets of rain blow in, they drop our temperatures just temporarily, and then they've rebounded back. So we've been down to 9 degrees just an hour ago. Now we're back up to 11 degrees, and then we'll dip again as more pockets roll through of rain. So kind of all over the place with regards to temperatures. When we look at Lethbridge right now at 14, Brooks as well, Medicine Hat at 13, Milk River at 16, and Banff in those mid-teens. One thing to talk about here before we get into the radar and satellite, this is the weather advisory in place, and this is for really basically Vermilion down through Coronation, Hanna, Cereal down through Medicine Hat. And this is in place because funnel clouds are certainly possible with the thunderstorms that develop in these areas. And that's because rotation is possible. Now, less likely that the funnel cloud will develop enough to actually touch the ground and become a tornado. But funnel clouds are possible, and of course something to take seriously. All right, when we look at the systems that are rolling through, you can see all that development that we talked about and that's been happening for days, especially later in the day. We've been getting into these late day pop-up showers and thunderstorms. You can see all that activity through the foothills, and you can see this that has moved through just south of Brooks and south of Medicine Hat as well. At this point, things are quieting down except for areas south of Medicine Hat, for example, and just to zoom in there, you can see these cells. So closer to Tabor, this is where we're seeing some decent activity right now, and that's just rolled through. And again, these are stronger cells, but they're not severe thunderstorms just yet, but they could come with some smaller size hail, some downpours, and certainly are coming with some lightning too. All right, when we look at Calgary, we're getting the rain right now in some parts of the city, and we will continue to get the rain because you can see what's tracking in from the north. So we will continue to get these pockets and potentially even a non-severe thunderstorm as well. All right, when we look at the future cast here, headed into tomorrow, there will be some sunshine. There will be some cloudy periods, as you can see here, but we will also get that late day development in the foothills, and then that will track off. Instead of just to the east, it will actually track off to the northeast. So Calgary, even areas off to the east, could see some of this activity once again for tomorrow. Again, we're looking at showers and, for the most part, non-severe thunderstorms. Sunday, a similar story as well. We may get some sunny breaks, and then we get into a chance of late day showers and thunderstorms, and a high of 15 degrees. So kind of the same deal for Saturday and Sunday. But we do get into the 20s. That starts next week for Monday and Tuesday with some stable weather. This is your Capital Chev 5-day forecast. All right, here's your Capital Chev Skywatch camera, and you can see we have a couple pockets here and there. We're not fully done with this potential for pockets of showers. A non-severe thunderstorm is less likely, but it's possible for the next hour or two before things fully quiet down for the night. And you know, barbecuing is on tap, I'm sure, for a lot of people for tomorrow or Sunday. And we are looking at the instability later in the day certainly being a possibility. So we'll talk about all of this. 13 degrees right now in Calgary, and that's our daytime high as well, which is below normal of 18, but this is an improvement from yesterday with a high of 11. So we're slowly getting there, and we're not going to be quite to normal for the weekend, but we will be at least in those mid-teens and closer to it. Just to look at how we fare compared to the rest of the country, we're pretty much on par with Vancouver and Victoria for today when you look at these daytime highs. And again, a lot warmer out to the east, 26 in Toronto, 25 in Halifax for daytime highs today. Fast forward to tomorrow, and we're looking again at mid-teens in Calgary, kind of similar thing for Victoria, Vancouver, and Toronto, that heat stretching from Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal into Fredericton and Halifax. All right, so we've had some instability absolutely today. A lot of thunderstorms did develop, but for the most part, this is very much quieted down for the evening hours. Now, again, there's still development and it's still tracking to the south, and there's still the potential of a non-severe thunderstorm to roll through the foothills and even make its way into Calgary over these next couple of hours. But as you can see, the intensity has really started to die out for the evening. As we head into tomorrow, there is the potential of some sunny breaks. In fact, we should see a tad more sunshine tomorrow compared to today, but also some cloudy periods. And then by the time we get to about 4 in the afternoon is when we get into the potential of, again, these pop-up showers that will develop just after the noon hour in the foothills and then track off. And we have that potential of getting it in Calgary around 4 and then lasting on and off through those supper hours, similar to today. All right, as we go through Kamloops and Kelowna tomorrow, 15 and 17, 13 for Golden with some showers. And you can see that potential, that instability later in the day. Rocky Mountain House, Red Deer, and pretty much for most communities down in the south. Drumheller looking at a high of 19 for tomorrow. Lethbridge 18 and Medicine Hat 19. All right, your Capital Chev 7-day trend shows temperatures in the mid-teens for the next couple of days, but we get into the 20s for Monday and Tuesday of next week. Tara.
Thank you, Danielle.